On a searing Austin afternoon, when the sun burned the horizon like molten gold, a sleek ebony SUV sat stranded on a lonely stretch of rural highway. Inside, Henry Callahan, a seasoned entrepreneur in his early 60s, tapped his steering wheel in mounting impatience as his air conditioner fought a losing battle against the relentless heat. His phone, a lifeline in his fast-paced world, glared back with the dreaded no signal, leaving him marooned amid an endless expanse of sizzling asphalt. Stepping out, Henry squinted into the distance, droplets of sweat already beading on his brow as frustration simmered beneath his calm exterior. Then, as if summoned by the mirage of heat waves, a slight figure emerged on the horizon, a young boy, no older than 14, striding purposefully in faded cap, dusty shorts, and scuffed sneakers. A worn backpack swung from one shoulder, and his eyes shone with an unwavering, quiet determination. "Got a flat tire, mister," the boy called out as he approached, his tone steady despite the oppressive heat. Henry straightened up, a mixture of relief and incredulity stirring inside him. "You know how to fix it?" he asked, half in disbelief. The boy nodded with confident ease, replying, "Sure do, my dad showed me last summer. There's a spare in the back." With a hesitant motion, Henry popped open the trunk to reveal a spare tire and a time-worn toolkit. The boy set his backpack aside and knelt beside the lifeless tire, his movements deliberate and sure. Standing awkwardly on the sidelines, and used to witnessing a child take charge, Henry couldn't help but feel a spark of admiration as the young helper methodically loosened lug nuts and maneuvered the jack. Curiosity tugged at him. "What's your name, kid?" he inquired. Without breaking his focus, the boy answered softly, "Jason," adding, "Almost done, mister, won't take long." True to his word, in less than 15 brisk minutes the spare was securely in place. Jason wiped his hands on his shorts, then flashed a small, proud smile as he declared, "All set, mister, you're good to go." Reaching into his pocket, Henry extracted a wad of crisp bills and offered them with a grateful nod. But Jason stepped back, head shaking firmly. "No, mister, I didn't do it for money. I'm just glad I could help." For a long moment, Henry stood there with the money still extended, watching the young helper sling his backpack over his shoulder, give a quiet wave, and vanish down the dusty road. The fleeting image of that humble act of kindness clung to him, a silent promise of something rare and genuine. Part 2, The Quest for Connection. Later that evening, in the cool solitude of his downtown penthouse, surrounded by polished wood, supple leather, and a sprawling view of glittering city lights, Henry poured himself a glass of amber whiskey. Yet despite the luxury, the expansive space felt hollow, echoing with the memory of the day's unexpected encounter. Jason's unpretentious generosity had stirred something deep within him, a feeling long buried amid boardroom deals and swift phone calls. By morning's light, determination had replaced his earlier frustration. Canceling his scheduled meetings, Henry climbed back into his SUV with one resolute thought: he had to find that young man. Unsure of what words or gestures might bridge the gap between their two worlds, he nonetheless set off along the same dusty road. At gas stations, roadside diners, and small shops, he inquired about the mysterious helper, only to be met with indifferent shrugs, until an elderly woman behind the counter of a modest cafe leaned in and said, "You're asking about Jason Kell. He lives at the old Keller farm with his mom, just a few miles down that way." Following her gentle directions, Henry soon found himself before a modest farmhouse with peeling paint and an old tire swing that rocked slowly in the warm breeze. The cluttered porch, strewn with garden tools and a broken lawn chair, whispered of hard-fought days and tender memories. With a pounding heart, he hesitated at the door before knocking. After a moment, the door creaked open to reveal a tired yet kind woman in her late 30s, her hair gathered loosely and eyes reflecting both weariness and warmth. "Can I help you?" she asked softly. "Hi, I'm Henry Callahan," he began. "I believe your son, Jason, helped me with a flat tire yesterday." At his words, her face softened into an expression of quiet pride. "That sounds like our Jason, always ready to lend a hand. Please, come in." Inside, the house was humble but lovingly cared for. Worn furniture, faded curtains, and the lingering aroma of freshly baked bread filled the air. Moments later, Jason appeared from a side room, his eyes lighting up in recognition. "Hey, mister, you found us," he said. Henry's smile widened as memories of the day flooded back. "I couldn't stop thinking about what happened," he confessed. They settled in the modest living room where Jason's mother, Anna, served cool, refreshing iced tea. In a gentle conversation, they spoke of life on the farm, of Jason's dreams to become an engineer, and of the relentless challenges they faced keeping their small homestead afloat. As Henry listened, his heart ached at the stark contrast between the meager comforts of their life and the rich, unyielding spirit they exuded. "You've raised an extraordinary son, Anna," he said sincerely, adding, "and you, Jason, are one in a million." A faint blush and a shy grin passed over Jason's face, while Anna, eyes glistening with unshed tears, murmured, "Thank you, Mr. Callahan, we do what we can with what we have." Gazing around at the worn walls and the sagging porch visible through a dusty window, Henry made up his mind. "I'd like to help you, not out of pity or charity, but because it feels like the right thing to do." Though Anna hesitated, he gently insisted, "Please, let me do this." In that moment, a new chapter was poised to begin, a chapter that promised hope and transformation. Part 3, Forging a New Tomorrow. Over the following month, Henry's quiet promise blossomed into tangible change. Contractors arrived at the Keller farm with a determined clamor, repairing the sagging roof, mending creaking plumbing, repainting tired walls, and reinforcing the very foundation of the modest dwelling. The kitchen soon sparkled with new appliances, and Jason's cramped room was transformed into a small sanctuary outfitted with a sturdy desk and a cozy bed, each detail carefully chosen to nurture big dreams. Henry visited often, not merely to oversee the work but to spend genuine moments with Jason. They would recline on the creaking porch swing, sipping tangy lemonade, and chat about futuristic inventions that might one day revolutionize farming for families like his. Their conversations wove through hopes and challenges, each word building a bridge between disparate worlds. When the final brushstroke of renovation dried, the Keller farmhouse emerged anew, a luminous beacon of hope and resilience set against a fading sunset. On that last day, as the sky blushed in twilight, Henry pressed an envelope into Jason's trembling hands. "This isn't just money," he said in a gentle tone. "It's a scholarship fund. Use it to chase your dreams, to study, to build, to transform your future." Jason's eyes widened in astonishment and gratitude as he whispered, "Thank you, Mr. Callahan. I promise I won't waste this chance." Henry's steady smile spoke volumes. "I know you won't." Driving away from the rejuvenated farmhouse for the final time, Henry felt a profound peace settle over him. It wasn't wealth or business success that filled his heart, it was connection, the enduring ripple of genuine kindness. In that quiet moment, he realized that the truest measure of a life well lived lay not in material gain, but in the simple, transformative act of giving back.